The Acesonic DSP9800 is the most advanced karaoke and surround sound decoder/processor in the world. This processor utilizes dual Texas Instruments 32-bit digital signal processors, built-in Wi-Fi, 4 HDMI inputs, and a touchscreen control panel that are fully optimized for the best karaoke and 7.1 channel home theater experience. Hook up your existing amplifier and powered speakers to the Acesonic DSP9800 and you're ready to go. In the traditional karaoke processor design, most vocal mixers always focus on 2-channel output for the best sing-along experience, but it is not suitable for a multi-channel surround sound environment. On the other hand, all surround sound AV processors in the market are solely designed for the purpose of the home theater and music listening experience. When purchasing a sound system, most users would have to make a difficult choice in choosing between a karaoke system or a home theater system. The Acesonic DSP9800 karaoke and cinema processor solves that problem. It'll meet your requirements and give you the best of both worlds. The Acesonic DSP9800 is the first signal processor that combines both a karaoke processor and a home theater processor into one unit, creating the ultimate AV processor. Looking at the front of the device, you'll notice the DSP9800's super sleek and modern design. You'll find a power button, a control knob, a USB 2.0 port, and a 4-inch full-color touchscreen. With the touchscreen, you're able to navigate through all the device's features, making any adjustments necessary. You have access to your music, effect, and microphone volume controls, as well as your 7.1 channels. You have additional controls for settings, effect, music, mic, and bass. Inside each of these menus, there are plenty of controls to fully adjust your DSP9800. On the back side of the device, you'll find all your inputs and outputs. There are 4 HDMI inputs, 1 optical input, 1 coaxial input, 3 microphone inputs with individual volume controls, 1 VOD input, and 1 BGM audio input. You have your subwoofer, center, right back and left back balanced outputs, as well as your RS and LS balanced outputs and your main left and right outputs. You also have an RS-485 and RS-232 control ports and an Ethernet port. The DSP9800 can separate input sources for any AV signal. You can select your video input from an HDMI source, but separately select the audio input from either RCA, optical, coaxial, or HDMI to optimize the best AV experience. Depending on your setup, you may have audio inputs in 2 channels via RCA, 5.1 channels through optical or coaxial, or 7.1 channels through HDMI. The beauty of this device is that you're also able to control the DSP9800 with your iOS devices using the free app. Simply go to the App Store and download K-Cinema. Go to the Wi-Fi settings, connect the DSP9800, and enter the default password. The app has 2 versions, a condensed version for iPhones and an extended version for iPads. Using an iOS device to connect to the Acesonic DSP9800 gives you the flexibility and power to wirelessly control the device to the fullest. The iPad app will boot to the main tab where you have your input selector, feedback controls, your 10 programmable functions, and your device settings. At the bottom of the screen, you have your effect, mic, and music volume controls. Across the top, you have your different menu tabs, identical to those on the device's touchscreen. You have your music, mic, effect, and your different audio settings. Your main effect, mic, and music volume controls remain at the bottom of each menu. The Acesonic DSP9800 is a powerful sound processor that can fulfill both the needs of karaoke users as well as those looking for a home entertainment system. With this device, you have separate audio and video source selectors to optimize performance in both departments. There are 10 presets and 10 programmable functions to instantly adjust the AV settings. Professional KTV effects such as echo and reverb are built in. The DSP9800 is also easily rack mountable, so you can include it in your setup. A remote is included to control the main functions of the device, as well as select your input sources. For more information on the DSP9800 sound processor, please visit www.acesonic.com.